Hello, this is Novix IT, and today we're continuing with our osTicket series. So we're going to be working with a ticket lifecycle, starting for when the end user creates the ticket to when the agent receives the ticket and starts working on it, all the way to the ticket is resolved. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to log in back into Microsoft Azure, and then you want to start your VM if it's not already started. So you can see mine is already running. So I'm going to have log into remote desktop. Our public IP addresses are already the same. So I'm going to click connect. Then I'm going to copy the password from my notepad. Copy, paste, and then log in. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go with Microsoft Edge, open that up. Let's see here. So you can look through the link in the description, unless you already have the link. So basically, let me see if it's this one right here. So basically you want to go to the admin log page. There you go. So before we create our tickets, we want to make a minor adjustment. Just double check password was. So for osTicket, the admin user is password 1. Okay. Type password 1 and then log in. Alright. So we're going to go into admin panel right here. Then let's go to agents right here, this tab. Then let's go to departments. So you can see we have 3 different departments. I'm just gonna get rid of the maintenance department since we don't really need it. So just click more and then say yes, delete. Okay, so that is complete. So we're gonna log out. Leave that there. Let's see. Then you want to go. Let me just go back. It should be a link in the description. Let's see. So basically, we want to have the end user osTicket link open on our side because we're going to be going from the end user to agent, going back and forth. So copy that, paste. Okay. So now this is the end user osTicket link. So now we're going to click new ticket. Okay. So as the end user, we're going to use Zach. Here we go. Let's see. It's not saved. So we're going to go with just Zach. And then we're going to create a ticket. So let's say Zach is going to say, oh, it's going to report a problem. So we're going to click help topic, report a problem. And then let's say Zach is trying to say the issue is summary is VPN not working. And then he can go a little bit more descriptive. I've been having trouble with the company VPN. Every time I try to connect, it fails. My colleagues are not experiencing this problem. Could someone please help me out? Question mark. Then Zach would click create ticket right there. Okay, so that's good. And then we're gonna go back to admin login. So we're gonna sign in as one of our agents. So let's go. We're gonna log in as May. So May and password 1. Let's go back. So May, password 1. Log in. Hold on, let's take a double check this. This should be correct. There we go. Now it's working. Alright, so this is the open ticket, so we're gonna click VPN not working. So this ticket. So let's imagine we're May and then we read his ticket. So he has a problem with his VPN. So if this is like a real life example, like it was like actually occurring as May, you would like most likely like call Zach to ask for more information. And then like after kind of hearing Zach out, and you decide that you need to escalate this ticket to Mark, who is from a system admin. However, unfortunately, we can't adjust the settings right now, which kind of hinders it. So we have to temporarily log out for right now. Let's log in back as admin user. I'm just gonna make some changes to May's account. So password 1 and then log in. So let's go to admin panel. Agents. Let's go with May. Let's go to access. Let's change her from you only to, let's see. Let's take a look. Let's see what all, so let me click all access. Let me see what kind of permissions does all access have. Okay. Let's see, what if May had expanded access? What kind of permission does she have? Okay, let's just say May had supreme admin access. Probably wouldn't want to do this in real life. Actually, hold on. This is actually manage user information. Knowledge base. Okay, let's go with all access for now, and then click save changes, and then log out. Then we're gonna log in back as May, and lowercase May, password 1, log in. So let's go back to this ticket. Okay, so now we can adjust some settings right here. So we're gonna update this ticket now. So we're gonna mark this ticket, so kind of like reading the issue. We decide that we're gonna change the SLA for this to be, we're gonna change it to sev B. So the response time would be 4 hours, and we're just gonna comment. The reason why we changed this would be affects one user but requires investigation. Yeah, because you couldn't mark this as sev. That's fine. We couldn't mark this as sev A because it'd be kind of hard to solve this within our hour. And click update. And then we're also going to assign this. Let's see. We're going to assign it to, let's see. I'm going to assign it to remote access team, which is Mark is part of that team. And the reason for this, we're going to put user is unable to connect to VPN. Mark needs to check the VPN server settings and click assign. And then let's take a look at the help topic. So technically it is report a problem, but if you look at our help topics right here, we have different types, categories of help problems. Sometimes the end user doesn't know all these specific ones that apply, so let's just put this one, but we can actually specify it. So we're gonna put business critical. No, not exactly that. Let's take a look. It's a personal computer issue. So I would say this is not like an extreme outage because it's just affecting him. I'd say you can put it as either access issue, personal. Let's go access issue. So we're gonna put the reason for this VPN issue affecting the user escalating to remote access, then update. So now since this ticket is assigned to a different system admin, so I'm just gonna log out, and now we're gonna log in back as Mark now. So put Mark password 1. So Mark's gonna click on the ticket. So Mark kind of reads the issue, kind of sees what's kind of going on, he reads all the comments. So let's say like some time has passed, and then Mark, he checks the issue and identifies a potential issue with the VPN firewall configuration. Like the client, this is just an example. So like the VPN client is connecting, but the server is intermittently kind of refusing the connection due to a rule mismatch. So so after Mark's investigation, he would like post a comment here. So he would put, I've identified the issue to be a misconfiguration of the VPN firewall. I've corrected the issue. No, I corrected the firewall rules and restarted the VPN service. Please try again. So Mark would post his reply right here. Hold up. So another thing, if you're like posting comments, usually like the replies, they're usually like within internally, but you usually never know if your replies are like would be sent to the user. So what I'm trying to say is like you don't want to say anything negative about the customer and user, because it would show up in the comments, and like it would like be really bad. So just kind of keep that in mind. Trying to be polite. Okay, so Mark posted that comment. So let's say there's a phone call. Let's take a look here. So let's say there's like a count. You get feedback from Zach, who initially created the issue, and he's kind of like, he's on the phone and tells you like that, oh, it's working now. And so now in your post reply, you're gonna put the VPN is now working. The ticket is now resolved. And you put post reply. Okay, so now you're gonna go back up here, is Mark, and then you're gonna look for status. So you can click, oh, you're gonna change the status. So you're gonna click on resolved. Then you're gonna click close. Okay, so we're gonna click, so you see now that the ticket's gone, meaning the it's been resolved, so it's been completed. So that's one example. So we're gonna do another example. So let's just log out here for now. So now we're gonna go back here, go back to Support Center Home, click Open a new ticket. So now we're going to create an issue as Sarah. I'm going to put this email, put that as well if you like. Then I'll put Sarah Doe. Then let's say her issue, let's call it general inquiry other. So I'll select that. So let's say now the issue is Microsoft Office activation issue. Okay, then you provide more details. So let's say for Sarah, she would put like several people in the marketing team are unable to activate Microsoft Office after the latest update. The activation window keeps saying error invalid key. Something like this. Then option, you're putting the description. So I would click create ticket. So now we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna log in as May. She's kind of like the IT support, or rather IT help desk. So password 1. Try this again. I don't know why I keep seeing this. So password 1. There we go. So now we're gonna click the ticket. Okay, so May reads so there's an issue with Microsoft Office. She reads, oh, Sarah and several other people can't activate it. So yeah, so after May reviews what the issue is, it's gonna like change the SLA. So I click right here, SLA plan, and then we're gonna change it. We're gonna change this to SFC. Then Sarah might put something like affects a few users in marketing, likely a key or activation issue. Then she would click update. Now May would start working on this ticket. So she'd be like, oh, she assigned to, she's gonna click on that. And she would just assign it to herself. So May Doe. Then she would just say, maybe she might put a comment like, users in marketing are unable to activate Microsoft Office investigating key mismatch or server side issue, and then click assign. So you look down here, there you go. So let's say after some time, May does some kind of her investigation bears fruit, and then she kind of posts the results of her investigation in the post reply, and then she would put something like Sarah mention that multiple users are getting activation errors after an update. I've found the issue the activation server is experiencing synchronization problems. I'll continue investigating and check with IT if it's a server side issue. And then May would post her reply. Okay. Then after this, let's say May works with the system admin's mark for troubleshooting. And then kind of like after that investigation, she has something new to report. She would make another post reply, and she would put something like, we've verified the issue is due to a server side sync issue with the activation server mark from the system admin's team is already addressing it. In the meantime, I've manually activated the software for the affected users. And then Sarah would put post reply, to keep the line of communication, to see the stages of the ticket being resolved. Hold on a second. Click again, post reply. Not sure if you got it in there. Okay, there it is. So then let's say the people from marketing, the ones that whose Microsoft Office activation keys weren't working, now everything's pretty much all solved, and then they report back to May about everything. It's like they thank her. They may put something like, the issue seems resolved for the marketing team now, and then put post reply. And then you can essentially close the ticket since the issue has been resolved. So you put status and change it to resolved, and you click close. Then now we're gonna log out, go back to the end user link for osTicket, and we're gonna create one more ticket. So click open a new ticket. Now this time it's gonna be Zach is creating a ticket as an end user. So for help topic, let's say Zach is gonna choose report a problem. I just put like this, report a problem, and then create issue, and let's call this one, let's see, Zach would say marketing team can't send emails from shared mailbox. Oh, it's not fitting here. Let's just say mailbox here to make it fit. Just put mailbox. You can put it in the description, it's shared. Okay, so in the issue description, we're gonna put the marketing team's shared mailbox. Let's go shared email account seems to be broken. We cannot send emails out from it, though incoming emails are working fine. And then Zach would click create ticket, and then from there we're going to go to the admin or to the admin login page for osTicket, and we're gonna log in as May and put password 1 and click log in. Let's try this again, and this time it should work. password 1, log in. Then you would click the ticket. Okay, so let's say as May, you're gonna read Zach's issue. And so, okay, so after, let's say after reading his issue, something's wrong with the marketing team's shared email account. So you would decide, okay, I'm gonna change the SLA. So SLA plan, we're gonna change it to sub B in this case. So we'll put comment reclassifying as sub B for email sending issue affecting marketing team awaiting further details. And you would click update. So now we're going to work the ticket to completion as May. So let's say May would click, we'll assign it to herself essentially. And she would click, herself, and then she would put something like, I will check the shared email accounts settings and the mail server configuration, and then you click assign. So let's say some time has passed and May has already checked the email server logs to see if there's any configuration issue. Then in the post reply, she might put something like, I found that the SMTP server settings were misconfigured. I've updated the configuration and emails should now be able to be sent. And then May would put post reply. Okay, so there it is. And let's say May hears back from Zach, kind of telling her, oh, the email issue has been resolved. We're not able to send emails from the shared account. Thanks for the help. Okay. Zach verifies that they are able to send emails from the shared account. Ticket result. And then put post reply. Okay. So now we're going to, as May, go up to the status and click resolve. And then put close. And there you go. So this should be just about the end of the video. We did 3 examples, working from beginning to end. And if you wanted to do something more, something else you could potentially do, so we're logged in as an agent, you can click here, like where it says new ticket right here. Let's click at this. So let's say you're IT help desk and then you receive a call from an end user. So like instead of them submitting tickets from here, they might like actually like be calling you, and you would actually fill in the information, and you can kind of do this as kind of like practice. But like for practicing purposes, you can probably use like chat GPT or some AI chatbot to kind of simulate the end user to kind of practice triaging tickets and filling out this information. And otherwise, you can explore uh, the features of osTicket. Yeah, this should be the end of our video. And yeah, thank you for watching.